The principles used in the intaglio printmaking process were developed in the Middle Ages by armorers and goldsmiths. They made ink rubbings of their wares as a means of documenting their designs onto paper records. Intaglio prints are created by pushing ink into incised areas on a metal plate and then transferring the ink held in these recessed areas onto paper. These pits and grooves in the metal are created through the use of a variety of hand tools such as needles, rockers, burnishers, grinding wheels, and line engravers. Ink holding recessions are also created through the use of acidic baths that eat away at the metal in controlled areas on the plates. Intaglio prints must be executed on high-quality cotton rag paper that can withstand the dampening process and the tremendous pressure that is forced upon the paper when it runs through the etching press. The paper is typically torn down in fine art printmaking. This is done to show that the image was not created by a machine that would require straight paper edges to properly function. The etching press is vital to the creation of successful intaglio proofs. It has two rollers with one directly over the other and a flat bed that travels between them. Woven wool blankets are used to protect the roller and help the ink transfer from the plate to the paper. Oil-based etching ink is applied to the plate with a rigid card of mat board. The mat board pushes the ink into all of the crevices that have been created on the plate. After the entire plate is thoroughly covered with ink, a stiff tarlatan cloth is used to wipe the ink off of the non-recessed areas of the plate. This wiping creates the areas that will remain white on the page when the plate is run through the press. The plate is wiped in a circular motion in order to avoid removing the ink resting in the recesses of the plate. Intaglio papers must be dampened to soften the fibers and allow it to be pressed into the grooves of the inked metal plates. The paper is blotted dry prior to printing so that it is not too waterlogged when run through the press. The plate is placed onto the bed of the press with the inked side facing upward. The paper is then carefully laid on top of the plate and covered with woven blankets. The bed is then cranked between the two metal rollers, and the plate and paper are put under tremendous pressure. The pressure pushes the paper into the plate's recesses and transfers the ink onto the paper. The paper is slowly lifted from the plate. The print now holds the ink as a perfect mirror image of the plate's etch pattern. The print is placed on the drying rack and is allowed to rest while the ink cures.